Guys, I'm in the house now. I'm having a bite. So outside I chit chat with you a little bit to see what's going on with you guys. Like I say, I hope that all of you guys dress your children warm this morning. Because like I say, it's brutal out there this morning. Even though it's in the afternoon, the temperature hasn't come up, still a -1. But I'm in the house, like I say, getting some lunch. I just wanted to talk with you guys a little bit and see what's going on with you. Excuse me. You guys welcome to have some. I'm eating a little fish. One of my favorite foods. And probably going to lay down for a little bit. But yeah, just watching a little of the news and see what's going on with that spoiled brat that we call our president. See what he's doing. I never saw anyone who was as selfish as this guy is. I'm trying to see the good in him because, people say try to see the good in people. And I'm trying to see the good in him. And the only thing I'm seeing in him is like his way or the highway, as they say. If you don't agree with him, he kick you to the curb, as the young kids say, the older ones might say. And I know he realized what he's doing to this country and the people in this country and the people that are working. Whether you're working for the government or you're working for some other type of facility that he hasn't went after yet. Like my job. So I'm just thinking, do he go to bed wondering how many children went to bed hungry last night? How many mothers and fathers went to bed with a headache wondering how they was going to pay their bills if they was going to lose their homes? Because, it's, the homeowners, the people that they pay their bills to, even though they know what's going on, they still want to be paid. And I saw this old senator on television last night saying, well, they can go to the bank and get loans. The banks will give them loans. You don't know that. You don't know what a bank will say, well, I would give you a loan, but it ain't no guarantee that you're going to pay me back. That's like if anybody hand you money on the street, a friend, a cousin, or whatever, ain't no guarantee that they're going to get their money back. So he's saying, oh yeah, they'll give them loans and they'll give them this. You don't know this. You ain't in these people's shoes. You got over $800 million in your bank account. You're not worried about where your next meal is going to be at. Only thing you're not going to be worried about it when your time comes and you fall asleep and don't wake up and God calls you home or wherever He's going to call you to, because your family probably going to be here fighting over it. Quit saying, oh, they can get this and, it's this and that. It's not. It's this man want to have total control, and everything that comes out of his mouth, he want to blame Obama, or he want to blame Nancy Pelosi, and all the Democrats this, and this. It's not. Stop blaming people for your screw-ups. I hate to speak bad of him, because I was taught to speak good about people, or don't say anything. And I don't get him. I'm trying to, figure him out. I just see a kid. He's a kid. I see a kid that was born with everything, with a silver spoon in his mouth. He didn't have to worry about where his next meal, or how he was going to pay his bills. He didn't have to worry about if he had enough money to send his children to school or to college, that wanted to go to college and couldn't afford to send those children to college. Only thing he worried about is control. And Mr. Trump, I know you never see this. You're wrong. We all eat what we sow in this world. And I think you're a man that don't realize that someday that you're going to have to. He's a bully. He's an adult. He's an old bully who's bullying people into what he wants, like a little kid. He's a man that's having temper tantrums in an old body. And if he don't get right for God before he leaves this world, he's going to weep what he sowed big time. He's causing so much commotion in this world. You know, people look at him in other countries like he's an idiot. But he's far from being an idiot. He's a smart guy now. I give him that. He's made billions of dollars. He have companies and casinos all across this country and world that we might not even know about. But some things you just don't do when it comes to messing with people' way of living. How they, take care of their families. And I think he just don't care. And for that other old guy who spoke last night on the news, I can't remember his name, had the audacity to say, oh, the banks will give them money. If they're not getting a paycheck and can't pay the bank back, how do you think he's supposed to get money from the banks and loaners and, companies that will, give them money? It's not a guarantee. He could take this meal from me, what I'm eating today. He might take my little penny ante job that he don't give a care about today. But see, the difference is, God has always made a way for me. He's always been there for me. Whether it's big or small, he's always been there for me. I don't look at all the thousands of dollars and the greed of money that I could have. I'm thankful for what little that he does give me. See, a lot of people think, I got all this money and, they don't know how to spend it. I'm not going to say they don't know how to spend it. It's just sometimes the greed of money, which is said in the Bible, you shouldn't be greedy over it. It's not how much you have, it's what you do with it. I could have hundreds and thousands of dollars, but it was what I do with it that make the greed come out. If I do good by it, good will come back to me. And not just because it's in the Bible what it says so. It's just who I am and maybe other people, period. You probably said, Miss J, you just rambling on. You don't know what you're talking about. Maybe I don't. But I'm talking to you what I think I know. And what I do know, like I say, the world we live in now is just so full of hate and greed, jealousy. This is why the world is the way it is now. Everybody wants to have some type of control. And we shouldn't be like that. Do you think if we all loved each other and cared for each other, we could rid the evil out in this world? We could rid out the devil? Because that's all what this is, the world we living in is the devil. He whispers in our ears. He tells us to do terrible things, to hurt people, to hurt my sister, my brother, my child, my grandkids, your grandmother, your cousin. This is what the devil does. Because he don't want you to do anything good. But if we start coming together and loving each other and rid the world of evil and stop fighting to say this is mine, not yours, and quit treating that next man like he's a stranger, because we're all the God children. We don't realize it. Regardless of what the color is, we all are. There are a lot of people who don't even believe in God, who think, no, he's no God. If it was a God, why he let all this hate and stuff go on in the world? God's not doing that. That's the devil. That's the devil who's doing that. The devil that will come and whisper in your ear like a secret. Don't tell nobody. But when you go out tomorrow, I want you to hurt Miss J. When you come in tonight, I want you to kill that lady that's coming in with her children. Rob her. When my son get out from work, wait on him. Take his money. Knock him down. Put a bullet in him so he won't talk. That's hate. You never heard nobody say, God say, go out there and kill that person or hurt that person because God doesn't. That's the devil. And this is the type of world that we live in, full of hate. Well, you